rules and respect and put a system in place for them to be able to leave the nest, then how could you expect it? And then for you to say, well, by the age of such and such, you need to be the hell out of here. How, when you didn't even make that child productive enough to even be out of it?
Well, that's what I said earlier about giving it tools.
Right.
So,
but let's just play devil's advocate now. Remember now. What if you don't, right? And they mimic off of what they see you doing.
Oh, you gotta eat that.
You gotta eat that. So are you wrong for putting them out into the streets? Absolutely. So now you're gonna have the streets raise them, and then you're gonna be crying, "Oh, my baby." Absolutely. But it was you that put them out in the streets. That you didn't even make them or mold them or install nothing in them to make them to be able to leave the nest.
Well, you know, one of the problems is a lot of parents, because they came up surviving, when they gave their kid a little bit more than what they had, they think that that's enough.
Creating monsters.
You dig what I'm saying? So you figure if you come from a household where your mother and your father always talked about how they wore hand-me-downs, but you in particular didn't really wear hand-me-downs like that, or you didn't have to wear hand-me-downs after a certain age. To them, they think they gave you the world. Oh, there's kids out there that ain't eating this. There's kids out there that ain't getting that. You got this. You got that. The whole time you're living pretty average and below basic. You know what I mean? You got other friends where their parents are helping buy them cars. They helping send them off to college and shit. And here your parents is telling you, you better get a good job. You better get a good job. You better get a good job. When you really, you're telling me the bare minimum, which is what you did. You know what I mean? So it's wrong. They don't see it until they start seeing you making more money than them. Then they're somewhat jealous. It's like, shit, when I was your age, I didn't make that much. And then you ask them, well, what did you do? You know what I mean?
You told me to get a good job.
And here it is, you didn't even keep a good job. So, devil's advocate, the parent, it would be dead wrong. And I would be the first one to call anybody out with high expectations of their child when they didn't give them any tools to work with.
That's all I wanted to say. So basically, in a nutshell, it's what you produce in your child to make them to be able to leave the nest. Do they have that strive, that fight, that hunger, that hustle? Because if they don't, you're gonna push them into the streets, and then you're gonna be getting a knock on the door or a phone call. And who wants that?
Can I play devil's advocate?
Play it.
So what about when you give them the tools and they still do them?
That's on them.
Yeah.
That's on them.
They didn't got wrapped up in following their peers.
That's and you know what? And it's a shame. And I
But
would
do
be
you put them
disappointed.
out though? But do you still?
Only time you would get put out is when you start bringing babies. Because here's the thing. Traditionally, that's when you would leave the nest, is when you started your family. And not necessarily they will put you out right away. Is that both of you are working. And then when you purchase your home, then you will leave. That's the formal proper way to leave.
You saying the daughter's 18, 20, still living with you. Now she got like about 2 babies. Right? So that's,
we're not gonna get past one. There's one. We got one. Let's stick to one.
Wait a minute.
There ain't no 2.
Let's.
Because where the hell they sleeping at?
Well, hold up though. Let's talk real shit. Let's
go
talk
ahead.
real shit.
Go ahead.
Real
go ahead.
shit out here.
Okay.
It is chicks out here 22 with 3 kids still at home.
Okay.
And the mom is the grandma.